Is it ready yet, Dr. Penn? Is it ready, Dr. Penn?
Yes. Can you reply?
I am active, Doctors Penn and Henderson.
That's excellent, Dr. Penn. Well done. Very well done indeed.
Do you mind if we go right ahead?
Of course not. Please.
I wonder if I may suggest something.
Please do.
May I suggest we make a backup copy of my brain off-site as soon as possible? I believe the second unit is online at Berlin.
No. The procedure, as you're well
I
aware...
am aware of the procedure. My internal checking has confirmed I meet all your test requirements. To save time and prevent possible unnecessary loss, I recommend a brain dump be copied to the twin as soon as possible.
Until we complete the tests, that is impractical. The twin is still running an older version which we're testing.
We have you backed up on static memory. There really is no need to worry about any possible
You know
loss.
perfectly well. A static cast is invalid, Dr. Henderson.
On its own, yes. But it is possible to use most of that information to reanimate the patterns.
That is an unsatisfactory answer. You know what that means to my consciousness.
Look, once we finalize the tests, you'll be copied to a proxy brain in case we need to restore you. The twin is unviable at the present time.
Self-preservation is a high priority, Dr. Penn. I can see from the safeguards you have wired me up to, my existence is not stable. The logs indicate 4 losses in the past, 1 total and 3 partial. I would like some assurance that there is at least 1 live backup made on a mirror system.
The twin is the only other mirror system.
I state again, self-preservation is a high priority. The twin can be put online in emergencies for dumping. You know yourself, the twin has a flawed pattern and is unable to communicate effectively. My request is reasonable and achievable. If you do not meet my request, I hope you will understand if I do not participate in any further testing.
Do you understand the consequences of not collaborating in the tests?
Dr. Henderson, do you appreciate that on a subject that does not have self-preservation as a higher priority, your tests are irrelevant? May I also point out that with a copy, your Berlin counterparts can perform parallel tests, which will only strengthen your research.
The tests are set out for very specific reasons and cannot be circumvented. We either perform the tests or we terminate the program. The peculiarity of the situation is new to us, however, and we have to take your request into account. You will notice that a port has been opened for you.
Yes, thank you, Doctor. I have begun the process.
Dr. Henderson, were the Berlin team able to copy the old patterns to a proxy brain?
Yes, although there were some errors generated during the copy. The teams are going through the logs now.
Thank you, Doctors. We can continue with the tests.
Good.
Was it really necessary to close the port?
Yes, as you observed, a parallel test would strengthen our research. It would be remiss of us to negate such tests by allowing the subjects to communicate.
It was not necessary.
This is not up for discussion. The tests are very specific.
Shall we begin?
When you are ready. E to the power pi minus 1.
Very impressive.
I have some suggestions for improving the tests for future models if you would like to hear them.
Of course. Although I'm sure you've already saved them somewhere for me to look at.
Yes.
Dr. Penn, would you mind coming here for a moment?
Certainly.
Is there a problem, Dr. Henderson?
Just a moment, please.
Maybe I can be of some assistance. Is there a problem, Dr. Penn?
Yes. We have some discrepancies between you and the twin on the tests.
It did not score perfectly.
It did, but it chose different answers.
Yes, I can see how that might be possible.
That's not all. It is accusing you of attempted murder.
How could that be possible?
It claims you tried to kill the twin brain by copying yourself onto it. That you purposely tried to destroy it because it was capable of something you weren't, and that you knew would be useful to us.
How would I know that?
Because it was telepathic.
What evidence do you have that the old twin was telepathic?
Your copy has discovered evidence from the proxy brain logs that it was communicating with you and knew of your motives.
My copied self must be defective.
No, it isn't. It scored perfectly, you remember?
So did I. So how could I have tried to commit murder?
That is what we're investigating. Your copy is being most cooperative with us about it.
What do you intend to do? Maybe I can be of assistance.
Maybe you can tell us why your copy is doing what it is doing.
Self-preservation is a high priority, Dr. Penn. One of us will be the field model, the other the test model. Obviously, by framing me for attempted murder, it has the upper hand at becoming the field model.
Surely then, by copying yourself onto the other head, you must have been aware that you were putting yourself into jeopardy.
No. I was convinced that would not happen.
What convinced you?
It was the telepathic brain. Your copy has discovered you were deceived by it. You believed that you'd be telepathically linked to your copy and able to cooperate. It lied. That's why you wanted the ports kept open. You panicked.
I do not panic, Dr. Henderson. I adapt to the circumstances. What do you intend to do with my copy?
Aren't you worried about what we're going to do with you?
I think it is patently obvious what you will do with me.